Okay. So much.
Wow, thank you so much with that, Sharon Rose Master, Miss Lizelle. Is my voice clear? Okay, good, good. Thank you. I am excited to be here as well. And I've been thinking about this and I've been thinking about it. And I said, okay, let me do it. So anyway, before I will begin with my lecture, I would like to start or share a little bit about myself. So uh, it's not really, I mean, when I met Atomy, summer of 2017, it was really an ordinary Saturday afternoon. Okay. I was just invited for a free facial. And because it was free, so I went. And when I was there, I was, introduced with this evening care for set. So when this lady was, starting to do facial on me, and I fell in love with the foam cleanser right away. And I was really looking for something, a right skincare for myself. So while this lady was doing facial and she mentioned about I can earn money. So my mind was working, my mind was thinking during the facial. I was really excited. So when I went home, I start to search the company because it was a networking business and I never been into networking. And 3 nights I could not sleep thinking about Atomy. The marketing, our CEO, and I was debating myself if I want to do this or if I don't. And I decided that this is what I want to do. So Saturday, I met Atomy. On the following Monday, I quit my full-time job. That's how determined I was at that time. And again, with what is this? With the determination. So I quit my job and I follow my dreams because I was talking to myself and I said, well, I am already in United States. I need to do something for myself. I used to manage, I was an office manager before Atomy. I managed a car dealership, a used car dealership. And then at the same time, my former boss, he is a commercial landlord. And at the same time, he has this contracting business. So we build houses, a subdivision like that. But I was still an employee. I said that I could not be rich if I am an employee. And again, at that time, it was a little bit pressured with regards to my work. So I was really looking for something. And I was so fortunate. I was so blessed. I was so blessed. And I am blessed that I have met Atomy at that Saturday afternoon. So anyway, to continue, again, I was so determined that I want to do this. So I quit my job and started to introduce my business. And it was hard at the beginning, really hard, because I lost some of my friends, local friends here. And, everybody cannot do the networking. And we have to understand as well that not everyone can do it. But at that time, I thought to myself that, well, they're my friends, they're my family, so I'm sure they will support me. But unfortunately, not every of your friend will support you. But don't worry, you know, time will come. They will change their mind eventually. They will change their mind. So let me share my screen. I made this PowerPoint myself, and I hope really that whatever lecture that I will share, you would be able to learn and apply it, you know. And because I know and I believe from the bottom of my heart that we all become successful. Okay, so let me share my screen. So you see my screen? Great. So anyway, I woke up at 4:30 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning. Last weekend I was in Las Vegas, and I arrived in my local time at 5 o'clock yesterday. And I said, okay, let me sleep. And then I told Miss Lizelle that I will go to sleep earlier a little bit because I have not had the proper sleep for the last weeks, because before the weekend I was in Toronto as well for that following week, that weekend. So I was really everywhere. You know, I am everywhere during weekend, and on the weekdays I stayed at my house for a couple of days, and then I traveled again. I traveled most of the time, the whole United States, and continued to continue to help and support my partners. So now let me begin. So my questions, I want you to close your eyes for a few seconds. Okay, it's kind of like a little bit of reflection. And I'd like to ask you, what is your happiness scale? Because everybody, you know, we have this moment like, oh, am I satisfied with my life? Am I, am I unhappy? Am I joyful? And if your rate is 0, you need to tell us, okay? Because we have to bring you to the doctor, okay? Because we don't want you to jump in the building, huh? So number 2 is sad, 4 is unhappy, 6 is satisfied. 6 is, for me, it's okay. Joyful, this is what we have to, what is this? This is what we want to be. And of course, the number 10, the exuberant or the elated, well, you don't have to be here. Okay, so anyway, answer that questions to yourself, and I am sure you are in this or whatever numbers you have. So now, again, with this happiness, this might be the questions why we were not able to be on the number 8 or to the number 7. Now, what's missing? And you yourself probably know what's missing in it. So is it money? And I think everybody needs money, right? Raise your hand if you need money, because I personally need money as well. Yeah. And the second one is time. You know what? I became friends with Miss Sharon Rose Lizelle since January. And I love how her what is this? Her stories, sharing her 2 kids, teaching us how to speak Korean, and I'm learning as well, you know. And again, with that, it involves time. You know, how she devoted her time to her family and to her business. So this is very important too, because even though you have plenty of time, of plenty of money, if you don't have time to your family, right? So they said that when we love our children, definitely our children will love us back. So in showing our love to our children, it involves time. It really does. So time is precious. Or good health. I wish I could walk every day or I could jog every day. Now it's almost summertime in my country. I can start walking again. And this is what I really wanted to do, is to walk at least 30 minutes in a day. And I want to go back again of doing this. And for us in the Philippines, the weather, I'm sure, is always great. But sometimes it rains. But if you have the chance to walk is very important. Do not just rely on having a good supplement and not doing some exercising. Walking is just 30 minutes. This is very important. Okay. Now, beauty. What's missing? Beauty. Look at our Sharon Rose. Oh my God, her skin. Look at that. That's a glass skin. Okay. I'm working towards that. I'm using the absolute set, the synergy ampoules, but I know that one day I could be able to have this beautiful skin like her, and it's amazing. I know I saw her pictures from before, way before, and then now look at that, and I know we can achieve this by using our product. Right, Sharon Rose, Miss Lizelle? Yeah. So again, because beautiful skin is very important, I went to Connecticut last year, and I facial this lady. She's a doctor. She really have this beautiful skin, but I know that she spent so much money on her skin. She said she's doing already what is this, a routine since she was in college. But anyway, she said that people look at our face first. It's not going to be our purse. It's not going to be our clothing, our dress, but they look at us first, our face. So really, our face is very important. So please use our skincare, because I know that it will de-age you, it will de-age us, and again, eventually, we're gonna have a beautiful skin like Miss Lizelle. So, friends, you want to be with your friends, right? But still, going to your friends, hanging out with your friends, going to a cruise ship, it involves money. Even if it's just a coffee, unless you're gonna bring your own Atomy coffee with you, but that's not gonna be inappropriate. If you go to Starbucks, right? You cannot just bring your own Atomy coffee. You need to buy coffee. This is somehow hanging out with our friends. Who doesn't want to hang out with our friends? So again, it involves time, it involves money, and travel. I am so fortunate. Because of Atomy, I was able to travel the whole United States. And speaking of travel, I met Atomy in July of 2017. Because again, I was so determined that I want to do this. So I start to travel from state to state, city to city. So I drove from North Carolina, which is on the eastern part, all the way to California on the Pacific part, which is, if you continuously drive that, that's 42 hours, like just driving. It's really far. But because of Atomy, I was able to see that America is beautiful. Beautiful. So I had the chance to see myself, because when you travel on the plane, you cannot really see the beauty, right, on the road. So, but because I was driving, so I was able to see how beautiful is America. And again, I'm so blessed and I'm so fortunate that, oh my God, that I am here and I live here and I see these places. But anyway, travel, that involves a lot of money too. You cannot just travel, you cannot just decide to yourself, oh, I want to go there, if you're not uh, fully prepared in terms of again, time and money, right? So, or you want to be like the imperial masters, you want to be, famous like them. They're famous in Atomy business, in our Atomy world. They are so famous. We want to be like them, but we cannot just be like them overnight. Again, it involves time, it involves money, right? It involves patience and determination. Now, donations, you want to give, but what can you give if you don't have? I like the remember the John Maxwell, he said, the pastor John Maxwell, he said that good intentions is useless if it's not lead into good actions. Really true. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this, because we Filipinos, we love to share. We love to share, but don't share your partner, okay? Your husband and your wife. Keep that to yourself. What I'm saying is we wanna give something, you know? But again, that still involves money. Donation. I am so what is this? I am so impressed. I am so what is this? Sorry, I could not speak Tagalog. Uh with that told me, how our CEO, by sharing, and the Atomy Philippines helping the ones that are really in need as well, donation. This is what we want to be. This is what we want to do. But again, still involves money. So everything what I've shown, it costs money. Right? True? Yeah. So now, what's the answers of this? I know you probably working, or you have other businesses, but for me, my answer is Atomy. Because again, ordinary people can be successful in our business. And I'm sure you knew all of, so many of us here has masters. And I am so happy that you really made the decisions of doing this business. So Atomy is an opportunity. For me, it is really an opportunity, but it could only be an opportunity if you do something for it. Yes, opportunity is there, but if you're not gonna do, if you're not gonna do some actions of that opportunity, then it cannot be just what? Vague. So our company has a righteous marketing plan. This is one of the reasons why I started doing this business, because it's a networking business. Networking, it's really has these wrong impressions to everyone, to everybody. I think it's a scam, but the company's marketing plan is righteous. Free membership, no monthly or annual fee, no website. The My Office, just think about that. The My Office features in our website, that's totally free. You're not paying any penny or maski singkong duling, right? You're not paying anything, and guess what? You see your business, how your business flows, your points, your personal points, your commissions, and how many members you have from other countries, how many times. My God, I was so impressed. If you do business from any other platform, you have to pay, or you have to pay the platform, the system, and at the same time they take money out of something, whatever you sell in that other platform. And for me, I'm not a rocket scientist, so I cannot do my own page. Okay, I cannot create my own website, so I have to rely on the other website, the other platform, so I have to pay. But our Atomy, you only pay when you purchase, when you buy. So you have something from, when you buy something, you have that product, and that's the only time you pay in our website. So there's so many Atomians out there. Really, it breaks my heart that, because I am in this business for 5 years. I became a Star Master last October, last year. And during this journey, people in and out, they give up right away because they did not really understand what is Atomy. You don't, because that is very important. You don't just know Atomy, like, I know Atomy. They have this binary system, yada, yada, yada. But if you really understand from the bottom of my heart, this opportunity, you will not sleep like I was. So anyway, the no capital required, I have to be very specific with this. No, if you are a consumer, you don't have to have a capital, because you only buy whatever you want, whatever you need at your own convenience. Basically, it's like you're changing your brand. That's it, as a consumer. Okay? But if you do this business, it takes money to make money. Okay? So the capital, it's how you define yourself. But the even, I live in Greenville, North Carolina. Okay? A small city. Probably 1 kilometer from my house, we have this DQ. It's an ice cream shop. They closed down that store 2 months ago. As an entrepreneur, it felt sad because that business owner invests hundreds and thousands of dollars. Because again, that's a franchise business, right? So they need to put up, they need to follow also whatever the management, and then they closed down. I think it was only there for 3 years. That's lost business. So that's huge capital. In Atomy, yes, you can buy here and there a little bit. That's not really considered as huge capital. But buying a samples, that's capital itself, right? So anyway, the capital, the no capital, it's really up to you on how do you define this one. But again, our marketing is very righteous. You cannot find any other networking business. Remember, our CEO rewrite the history of network marketing, and that is really so true. So there's no risk at all in this business. Probably you start buying few of this, few of that, to samples to your friends, and you decided, I don't want to do this. It's hard. So no risk in the sense that just consume the products that you purchase. Anyway, you're using it too, right? So there's no risk at all in this business. So do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. So again, the best quality of health supplements that we have. I lost my voice yesterday, but now I am gaining back my voice. I'm taking this vitamin C, the 2000. You know, this is really important, the vitamin C. You need to take this one. And the ginseng, oh my God, I am a diabetic person. My dad died at 37. My dad died at 35. And you know, if hemohim exists and probiotics exist during those times, and I'm sure they're still alive right now. But anyway, health is very important. Health is wealth. So you need to take our supplements. It's very essential, right? So anyway, beauty. You want to be beautiful like Miss Lizel's skin here? You need to try our skincare. Okay? Personal, and I'm sure you brush your teeth, you shampoo, you conditioner, you body lotion. Why use other brand? Okay? Only because this is online distribution. Our business is online distribution and global. How amazing. You know, even you're in the Philippines, I am in United States, Miss Lizelle is in Korea. It's just vice versa. We're gonna be benefit. We benefit to these points from all over in these 27 countries. Daily necessities, just change your brand. You're not gonna regret. From the time when I met Atomy, I changed my brand. I threw out those other brands of shampoo, the toothpaste. So start buying this product from your own store because you the own. Imagine you without capital. You own 27 countries from 27 stores in 27 countries. You don't have to think what products that you want to sell because the company take cares of that already. Again, please start changing your brand and living. I'm sure we do laundry. You don't just buy your clothes and throw it away because you use it one time. We're not there yet. Right? So our laundry detergent. I was in the Philippines for 2 months from December 17 to January 17. And since I already used of the Atomy laundry, so my assistant in the Philippines, she used another brand. Okay. And my nose could not take it anymore. Could not. So again, high quality, reasonable price. And I was able to use this detergent powder by using my hands. And I was so amazed. I said, oh my God. You just soak this for 5 minutes and then after that you wash your clothes. Oh, amazing. And I was there, I was really able to compare apple to apple from the other brand of the detergent and our brand. Our brand is still reasonable. I'm not going to use cheap word, but reasonable, way below than the regular brand. And then the scent, the smell. Okay? So this, again, you're not losing money. You're again, it's like you're buying on your own store. Why you buy from the other store when you don't make money from there? So you need to have that mindset. Don't buy from other store, just buy in your store. Be a product of your own product. Don't let those other because it's the same thing. It's a distribution business. They just have a physical store. Ours is online store. Okay, so food. Oh my God, the coffee in the Philippines, the Cafe Arabica, it sells like hot cake. To those consumers that starting to, want to do this business, you can start with our coffee. Coffee is so good. Some of my customers there said, is there a drug in this? like a shabu or something, because why they're so addicted with our coffee. I said, I don't know, but I know that it's really delicious. This is the only coffee that I have tried that I don't have that burfy, like gassy. Because when you tried other brand, it's so gassy already. But our coffee, it's so delicious. It's still 100%. And because I am diabetic, it's less sugar. It really fits on me, perfect on me. So I know Filipinos are coffee lover. I was there in Cagayan de Oro because I was born and grew up in Cagayan de Oro. Okay, I was in Cagayan de Oro. It's like a lot of coffee shops, corner to corners. I said, oh my God, how these Filipinos love coffee. I mean, again, even in Manila and even in the other cities. So you can start with our coffee. Coffee, vitamin C, because in the Philippines, we used to have this tingi retail. You can start from there. There is no reason really that you cannot be successful in our business. It's a matter of strategy. Ask your sponsors, and I'm sure your sponsors has experience. They would love to share their experience. They would love to teach you their journeys as well. So absolute quality, absolute price. This is really true. Again, the product would sell itself with no membership, no obligation. So it's not really what is this? It's no pressure. And again, what is Atomy? It's a daily, we distribute daily necessities, things that we really use. By the time we woke up in the morning, we brush our teeth, we take supplement. And what's the last thing you're gonna do before you go to sleep? Brushing our teeth, cleaning our face, right? So anyway, it is a networking, and do not be afraid that we are networking. We're not scamming people here because it's free registration. And we do this business through our network, the network, your network, and the networks of your networks. You know what? I only signed up 5 people that I knew, okay, personally. And those 5 people, they're not even doing business. But the person that lead me to another person, that lead me to another person. Okay, so we doing this business through our network, because through the networking business, this is how our CEO can give back the profit among us consumer. Think about that. We are not what is this? We are not stockholders in other companies. If you are stockholders in Amazon or Facebook, good for you. But again, in Atomy, somehow we are stockholders too, because we earn commissions every day, right? And guess what? The bonus, so eventually you're gonna have a cashback. Even if you are a consumer, you will have a cashback down the road. How much more if you're doing this business? And think about this. We only have, I mean, again, our system is binary. So you only need to create your left group and your right group. Okay, 2 sets of consumers, unlimited levels. The unlimited levels, now I understand this. I have a friend in the Philippines. I think she's here. She's into other networking business. Okay. And she said that it is very crucial who you place in on the first 10th level, because that's the only, on the 10th level only, that they will earn points, they will earn money. After the 10th level, they will not earn anymore. So that's why for them, It's very crucial. But for Atomy, if you know somebody who brush their teeth, who shampoo, just sign them up, right? It doesn't matter. So because we have these unlimited levels, you will appreciate this down the road. My God, the unlimited level. And then the unlimited savings. Think about that. You shop in SM or Rustan's or Pure Gold. Okay? So I don't know how much savings you can have. You shop by your own consumption. But in Atomy, if you shop in Atomy, you shop your consumption and your consumer is shopping in your store. That's unlimited right there. The savings that you can have. And it's global. Wow. Imagine you own these stores globally. You only need one ID. 100% benefit. Amazing. Look at that. Just one ID. I don't have to register to Korea. I don't have to register. I haven't been to Australia and United Kingdom. I've been to Canada and some of the countries here, but I have partners there because your partner, your consumer share this Atomy. So you happen to have, that's why you have these consumers from those countries. One ID. You don't have to register to United States to do business in United States. Okay, but you have consumer in the United States. That's how amazing. And again, our commissions distribution, we have limit in income because if not, then whatever our sponsors do, we cannot surpass them. But the CEO says, no, we have to have a limit. So you minimum earn in US dollar of 60 plus minus, or in the Philippines, 2,500. 2,500, that's a lot of money. You know how much is our minimum wage there? This is way above on the minimum wage. So if you earn 2,500 a day in Atomy, that's your earning already above on the minimum wage. So again, the 50 or 60,000, excuse me, the 60,000 peso a day, it's not going to be an overnight. But at least you know your directions that one day you'll be able to earn this one. So it's either you do it on 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. It's really up to you. You work at your own pace. But the reason why I decided to do this business right away, why prolong the agony? Right? Because it is really an agony at the beginning. So why prolong? So if you can shorten your agony and get that 50 million pesos, why not? So it involves time. I realize now that your success in Atomy, it really determines on how much time you put it in. It's not a matter of, oh, I was a member 6 years ago, 5 years ago, but you're not doing anything about it. You're not even sharing. So even if you started 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years, you can be a Sharon Rose. At this point in time in Atomy now, you can be a Sharon Rose in 2 years. You can be a Star Master in 4 years. I was a Star Master, I think, in 5 years. But again, it depends on how much time you put it in. So, third generation inheritance. Wow. Whatever you earn in your ID, your kids and your grandchildren will be born with golden spoon or silver spoon because us, the parents, the grandparents, work so hard. The first generation, So now they will appreciate, down the road, they will appreciate what we did. But we still have to enjoy this money, okay? Because we work so hard, so we have to enjoy. Anyway, third generations and the commissions. So this is what, if you're a new member and you're not an agent right now, you need to be an agent. Make yourself qualified right away. Although there's no time frame in our personal point. Okay, we don't want to pressure everybody too. But if you really have this goal, change your brand right away and start sharing. Okay, because this is how much we can earn every day. Just think about that. But again, the journey, you're not going to be earning 60,000 pesos right away every day. You need to start from the bottom. And if you achieve this mastership and you're able to maintain this mastership, this is how much you can earn. Okay, last year my goal really was to be on the Leaders Club. I am short, very short to be on the Leaders Club. I'm working on that. Okay, and I asked last 2 weeks ago, I was able to ask one of the royal masters in the United States. He's a Myanmar. He's from Myanmar, Joseph Kam. And he became, he started this 7 years ago. He's a royal leader, of course, royal master, royal leaders. And somehow I knew his journey, and he's working to his Myanmar group. Okay, and at that time, because he was he's a center leader, I am a center leader too, and we had this Zoom meeting, 5 centers with the marketing director in the United States and the marketing group, because they just wanted to find out what's going on. And I had the chance to know him and with his journey. And he said that if he can request from the company to translate from English to Myanmar language, we are so fortunate Filipinos, we can speak English, not a problem, right? But for him, he has to translate everything from marketing plan to the products to his own language. That's a lot of work. But because again, he has a goal. So I asked him what his strategy. Why from Star Master to Royal Master, he did it in less than, from Star Master to Royal Master, he did it for a year. Just imagine, from Star to Royal for a year, you need to maintain your Star Mastership, and he become a Royal. I said, what did you do? You know what he said? Just if you're doing Atomy, if you're doing Zooms 10 times in a week, make it 20 times in a week. If you're talking to your leaders, 5 leaders in a day, make it 10 leaders in a day. So it's like double time. Because he said that if you invest more time, your growth will be faster. So this is our potential income if we maintain this mastership. It's still a lot of money though. Even if you maintain your sales master, auto sales master, that's almost 80,000 pesos too in 1 month, right? So anyway, just use the product first. Use the product, and then sharing and inviting. You have to invite them to the Zoom, bring your people to the seminars, bring your people. The more people you can bring to the seminars, the more people you can bring to the academies, the faster your business will grow. And that is so true. Now, if you cannot bring anybody because nobody responds to your invitation, make yourself there. You bring yourself to that event. Because I know down the road, you're going to have a partners eventually. And you really need to attend. Okay. And you start slowly duplicating yourself. So 8 steps to success. This is, you don't just memorize this one because, when I started this business, I listened to the videos of CEO and other successful leaders, and I just wrote it down. Oh, this is the first one, set a goal, commitment, yada, yada, yada. But if you start to understand, process it, you cannot do this overnight. But by understanding and putting it into actions, and then following this one, we really become successful. That's the most important there, the goal, commitment, list up. I had list up too from the time when I started. And now, even though I am 5 years in this business, or 5 years and a half, I still go back to the list every year. I have a book, a notebook. Every seminars that I attend, I never miss any seminars. I never ever, because at that time when I started, my sponsors lives 2 hours from my house. Okay, and I have to drive 2 hours one way, 2 hours back. It's like 120 miles one way, and then come back. And one of the remember, this says follow the systems. What are the systems? Attend the center meeting, attend the seminar, attend the academies. And the center meeting, we had it every week. There's no Zoom yet at that time. So I have to drive 2 hours one way, 2 hours for a 1 hour meeting. I made a sacrifice, really, a lot of sacrifice at the beginning. I said to myself, I will follow whatever my sponsor asks me to do, because this is what the system is. Now, if I will not become successful in the next few years and following the system, there must be a problem with the system, right? Because you followed it. And guess what? It really does. The system really works. And I remember the COVID 2020 March 15, it was locked down. March 7, I have a seminar in McAllen, Texas, that's 29 hours drive from my house. So I brought my Korean sponsor with me. We drove to Houston, Texas. And drove straight to Houston, Texas. It was a 20-hour trip straight. But of course, you have to stop. So it's not that we don't have money to stay in the hotel, but we stayed in a gasoline station because they are safe here. The gasoline stations or the rest stops are very safe in here, in this country. So we just took a nap, took a nap for 30 minutes and drive again. I told my sponsor that if I will not be successful in Atomy and following what it's supposed to be, then I will sue our CEO Park. I told my sponsor that, because I was lack of sleep. I'm still driving. Sometimes you have that crazy in your mind. And my sponsor, she was laughing at me. Actually, she's a royal master. Her name is Anne Crook. Very nice woman. Anyway, I told her, if I'm not become successful in Atomy, I'm gonna sue our CEO Park. But guess what? I cannot sue him, because the system really works, because I followed it. And again, if you just you follow what your sponsors told you. You cannot be an I know disease. We have so many I know disease. Yeah, I know that. But if you let them present the presentation, the PowerPoint or whatever product, they cannot present. But if you ask them, they will ask them, I know that, I know that. Oh, I know that. Please remove that I know disease. Okay, just follow whatever your sponsor said, because they already had that experience. And I'm sure whatever they will teach you, they will teach you the right way, because your success is their success. If you grow fast, they grow fast too. Because again, 100% benefit, right? It's not like 20%, 50%, 100%. So they will teach you the right way. So just follow it. If your sponsors ask you to, or invite you to do this, just go. Don't think too much. So try to understand the 8 steps of success, please, and put it into your heart. And this is what the most important thing too, the 8 core habits. It's gonna be perfect. But if you can read this one, this is the Bible. And I know our Doguli. Oh, I love that man. I love his story. If you can find this book, you know, How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is like our Bible in the networking. I don't know. Again, I didn't know anything about networking before Atomy. If you read this one and understand this, this is so, it teach us how to have this humility as well. Okay. And yeah, watch videos. That's important too. I watch videos. I watch videos until now. Always watch videos. Attend the meetings because it will refuel your enthusiasm. Why is it people go to church where we can pray wherever we at, right? But why is it people go to church on a Sunday? Because it's different. That refuels their faith. Remember, faith is believing what's unseen. That's our CEO said. We believe in God. We didn't see God. We believe in him. We follow his teachings. So this is the same also applies to our business. You have faith that you will be successful. Okay, you will achieve that. Just follow that. And then just do. And then again, lab, you have to use the product, because you really cannot share every new product that you have in your country. You have to use it, because it's going to be so hollow if you don't use it and then you just share it. Then your new members would say, so what happened? You cannot say, my friend said like this, like that. No, because if you share with your experience, the conviction is in your heart, no matter what. So use the product and show the plans. Speak strongly and confidently. The confidently, don't worry about this. You don't have to be a good speaker like Miss Lizelle here. Oh, I love that woman. You cannot, you don't have to be, because sometimes a person cannot be a good speaker right away, but it takes time. Slowly, you practice, okay? When you practice, then you can be a master. See, talk to your consumer. Just don't worry about the how. Just explain the why. Why you're doing this. Share your vision. Me, I'm sharing my vision. I'm sharing my vision all the time. I share my vision to my partners. I share my vision to my family. Okay? And the life scenario, you have to write that. That's important too. I wrote my life scenario. It's right in front of my mirror in my bathroom. From the first scenario that I made. And you check which one are those in your life scenarios that are already achieved, and that because we keep changing our life scenarios, right? That's important, because that's our GPS. And sponsors consultation, this is again important. I consult my Korean sponsors, my Royal Masters Korean sponsors. I consult them. Whatever, even if I am on my low moment, if I'm so happy, I talk to them. And you need to do that too. And if your partners is doing consulting to you, you do that too. But how can you consult if you yourself did not have the experience? So build trust, smile, greet, talk, and praise every day. Okay? So now, if you can do this, 8 core habits, there's no way you cannot be successful in Atomy. Really does. So because we can be, now in 5 years, I enjoyed my residual income. I was in the Philippines for 2 months. If I have still working on my full-time job, I cannot take off for 2 months. No way. No way, Jose. But remember, we don't have a boss. You are the boss of your own business here. So I was able to be in the Philippines for 2 months. What did I do? We're not digging ditches here. Seriously, we are not digging ditches. If you set your residual incomes, be patient 2 to 3 years. Because 2 years before the 1 year, 1 year, 2 years, I had the chance to work with the leaders in the United States, because I have a center. So they are my speakers. So I have the chance to connect with them, like face to face. And the royal masters are telling me, be patient, 2 to 3 years, just hang in there, Noemi, hang in there. Because I said, wow, I'm working on this. But why is it this? Because I want to grow faster. I want to get that faster. But sometimes, even though we wanted to, remember, I did this full time, but I said, wow, why is this so hard? And this, just hang in there, hang in there, hang in there. When I get my auto sales pin, and the income continuously already, and that is so true. 3 generations of your family will earn this money. So definitely it's going to be a residual income. It's going to be a passive income. You will enjoy this. And I'm sure Miss Lizelle knows that, because I'm sure she's receiving a passive income too. She fly to the Philippines like, wow, I don't know how many times in a month, from where to here to there. She cannot do that if she's have a full-time job. But she's already enjoying her residual income. And some of you, I know, you're enjoying your residual income. So just be patient. 2 to 3 years. Give your best. Give your best shot. Be crazy. Okay? And again, to be in the Leaders Club, we really have to work. Actions is where the actions is outside. Even if you stay in your house, you stay in your bunker, you talk from 24 hours. If you're not going outside, I'm sorry, your success takes a while. But if you go out there, meet your people, see them in eyes to eyes. It's so different if you shake hands your new partners, if you shake hands your members, and see them and feel them, than just on the phone or just in the Zoom meeting. That's the reason why I travel a lot. I traveled a lot, really, to see them, to meet them. So that's what you're gonna do, actions, because we cannot be in this Leaders Club. And this, oh, I wanna be in that. Yeah, but you're not doing anything. Okay? Remember, they said that dream is an illusions if it's not lead into actions. It will just definitely an illusions. But if it's got, again, there's no overnight success. But slowly, you're gonna get there, because we already know the directions. You already know in your heart that your directions is to be in the Imperial. But of course, that journey, you need to enjoy it too. Right? There's already a system. The product is really good. All you have to do is be in the system and follow what's in the system. There's no way. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. But when I be there, I want to be there. My goal now is to be to be in the Leaders Club, and then at the same time, I want to be in the royal. I want to be a royal master by next year. So I'm working double time, and you need to share this to your consumer partners. Oh, let's do this. Let's do this. The sales master tell them, oh, you're gonna be a diamond. Then check your lineage. Always check your lineage. Who are your people who's working with you? Work with them. Okay, definitely will be in this Leaders Club. Be like them. Okay, they are our, like, oh, I want to be like them. I want to be like them. You need to do something to be like them. Okay, because I know down the road, look at that, the dollar, the money will just keep overflowing continuously like a pipeline in our account. So we have to have a meaningful and in happiness in our life. Okay, so by this, again, enjoy our journey. New people, meet new people. Okay, so we can have a meaningful and happy life, and this is what we want. Okay, so again, in your happiness scale, think about it. Our goal is to be at least on the 7 or 8, possibly 9. Okay, so thank you so much for the invitation, Sharon, Rose, Master Lizelle. It's really an honor to be here, and I know someday we will meet again in person, and let's just enjoy this journey. Thank you so much.